Hello everybody, welcome to the 6th video of the PNP4 Excite by Sprint work. This is going to be going over the 6th and 7th features which were sadly cut from the final work. So in this video I'll be showing you the documentation for both ideas and explaining how they were going to work and how I would have had to work on them. The first idea for feature number 6 would have been AI Racer Seeker, as you can see here. This basically added another asset to the game based off of the player character and makes it to where he would arrive on the scene and chase the player as he switches lanes. He would go faster than the player until they collide, and then once the player moves on, the seeker would disappear for a set amount of time and then reappear to chase the player again, giving the game a sort of rival. And then to do this, I would have had to make another sprite based off of the player character, recolor him, code the behavior for this new AI to follow the player when he switches lanes, and then test if it actually switches lanes. Now, I know this seems simple enough, but with the amount of time I had, this did not seem possible with the amount of coding that I knew on hand. But I knew the steps that would have to be taken. After that, you would need the crash code for the AI so that when the AI collides with the player, they both stop completely. You would have to test if that collision is caused, and as you have seen in the previous videos, collision would occur. That would work. And then code another timer so that this seeker would disappear, and then test if it all comes together. Now the time you see next to each task is a predicted time, and after going through the actual project myself, this did not seem feasible for 2 weeks. The next feature I'll be showing you is the time limit reducer. This focused more onto the track design and changing the menus so that the base menu times are reduced. However, when looking into the actual maps and seeing that they were done in 3D, I also noticed that none of them really had a set time limit to complete the map. So I discarded the idea to keep to simplicity of finishing collision and making other assets to the game that collision would work with. To do the time limit reducer as a power-up, as shown here, I would need another base asset, I would need a spawn code, create the power-up so that time was reduced, and then add an item to the game and test it to see if the player runs over it and time is reduced for a set amount of seconds. Once testing had it functioning, it would be done. Now, I'm not disappointed. I am a little bit disappointed that these ideas couldn't come to pass, but this also showed me how much of a challenge that sprint work can be. It gave me a good idea of what I can and cannot do, and I'm kind of hoping that the documentation stays there for other students or people in the future that work on this to look at those ideas and say, I could do that. Or work on the collision models that I've already constructed for them. I want to thank you for your time in watching all 6 videos, and I will talk to you all later.